I'm feeling nervous. I think I have like one other deck that's kind of deals with lover energy, but this one does for sure. It's called the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle. Oh, and then we have Naughty Oracle. I don't want to talk about those who are connected to a narcissist, but like these are Exhausted Eagle, seek support. Naughty Oracle number 15. I guess we'll keep this. I haven't got this one. It's not too triggering. Exhausted Eagle. If you feel like your energy is being drained by somebody, it's in your best interest to recognize that, and whether you can exit the situation or not, you can take back your energy somehow by paying attention to what is their energy and what is yours, and trying to sift and sort and separate. Anyways, we have cooperate with others, Exhausted Eagle, seek support. Let's get a wellness love oracle. And if you're not connected with anybody, intimately, this could be helpful to sort out some situation from your past, or this is something in your future that is going to happen and will help you somehow. It says not enough, frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, and jealousy. Jealousy is nearly one of the most toxic energies that exists. And if there is such thing as doppelgangers or clones, that I feel like the never mind. Never mind. Please dismiss that, because sometimes I feel like there's like a whole institution of toxicity that's just programmed to fuck things up, and jealousy is one of the programs that they ensue. But like, I just realized that it is in our organic human nature to have this like the feeling of jealousy or envy is so it's an energy that how do I explain this? When we feel jealous or envious, it doesn't have anything to do with the person that you are envious or jealous of. It has to do with yourself, and where you feel like you want to be but you're not, and because they are, you make it's like you project something outward, but it's something from within that when you shift that, and this could be somebody you're dealing with, you may have already overcome these toxic energies of jealousy and envy, but when you recognize within yourself or whatever you are envious of, that instead of having it be negative, turn it into, I appreciate the example of what I would like to embody. I'm going to work on that for myself. And so when we look inwards and develop what it is that we see outside of ourselves that we want, it's like we have to recognize the potential within, and to develop that potential within that could perhaps surpass whatever it is that you're envious of. This is not coming out very well, but it is very important to identify when somebody is projecting envy onto you, and there needs to be a boundary there. Or when you start to do that yourself, to recognize it and to build yourself in a way that I think you understand. Somebody here is seeking support because something's not enough, and cooperate with others. There's something here about that's just a side note. This could turn into a lovely love reading. That's what I was going for. When somebody's frustrated in a relationship and it's not enough, let's just see what happens. Self-sabotage, jealousy, fear, ego issues. It's very important to go within for validation, to not look outside yourself for emotional validation. If you can help it, not look outside yourself for financial. Dependency is like when we become a whole person, knowing our worth, and it's like if somebody's making you feel exhausted, it says exhausted eagle. Somebody's making you feel exhausted or not enough, you're allowing their energy to direct your worth, and that's not it. We gotta discover our personal power. And then exceed their characters. Actually. Alright, what's this message? Cooperate with others. Seek support. Girl talk. How fitting. Time with friends, moving on. Happily single, living in the moment, having fun. Let's talk about it. What's the message from my babes? Just trying to self-validate, if we may. Talking. Interested. Conversing more. Awaited message arrives. Text, call, email, hovering. Let's get some more. Somebody's about to get some correspondence. Twin flames. Okay. Yin yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complement each other. Right under not enough. When we connect with a mate, they're at a certain level in their ascension, let's say, their life, and you are at yours, and you guys reflect these levels. Where they are, it makes you know where you're not, and where you are, it lets them see where they're not. And so if you guys are in drastically different levels, it's going to make somebody feel not enough, and you're trying to balance it and become equal. And sometimes we have to separate and ascend independently and then come back, and somebody might have at that point ascended further, whether you're connecting to the same actual physical vessel or somebody else with their whatever. It's like we kind of grow together and separate, and then sometimes it's, ultimately we wish to have this perfect harmony and connection, and then the fucking relationship of a lifetime, but it takes, to have that perfect connection, we have to become independently whole within self, and then we complement each other. It says complement each other. So right now you're complimenting somebody somehow, but it's not enough, and we're going to talk about it. All right, 2 more. Seek support, cooperate with others. You are not alone. Number 15, 6. Dolphin energy. Keys on a ring. Many options. Decision. Unconventional. String along. One night stand. Right under girl talk. I don't know if this is you, if you have many options, or if you're connected with somebody and they have many options, and they are, you don't even know that their eyes are wandering. But we're going to talk about it. Time with friends, moving on, happily single. And perhaps, it's a time where you can just date and have it says one night stand, string along, but it's like we kind of have to connect with people that we might know is not going to work out, but there's something there that is for us, and so we make these connections for a time because we're looking for the one, and so we don't have to deny everybody even though we know they're not enough, because we're trying to discover parts of us that through others, cooperating with others, seek support, girl talk, talking through others, allows us to know what we want and what we don't want. Just don't allow their projections to define you. Talking, what's this? Interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives, text, call, email, and hovering. Self-indulgence, focus on self, self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. Self-indulgence. When you focus on yourself and build up your worth through healthy habits and such, becoming the person that you want that person to see and validate for you is like, become that person, and then you will inevitably connect with others who also have done the work and can reflect a better image of you. Looks like you guys are connected to a few people, and one of them's not enough, but they have something for you, and it's time to build your own inner dialogue, I heard. But it's like when I was with somebody who didn't reflect me and made me feel like not, I was like, that's not who I am. Instead of me trying to argue my who I am, it's like, no, this is what, instead of doing that, because I just knew that they were wrong, it was like, you're blind, waste of time, next. So it kind of becomes like where if they can't see, then then it's not gonna help if you try to convince them. It's just gonna make you look like um it's just gonna give them ammunition to argue something that is not valid. So somebody here is exhausted, seeking support, cooperating with others, girl talk. And so we just, one day at a time. The fact that we have to deal with people that don't. Okay, and also, let me just say, I have a potential connection in my life with somebody who is not a jealous type, and they're not a narcissist, and they support me if I were to go away for 4 months on this cruise. And isn't it bizarre? It's almost like the fact that they are so comfortable with themselves and support me, who I am, and there's no fight about trying to see each other. Isn't it bizarre? It's like you almost miss that quarrel, that fight, that this is just a small example, but months ago I went on a ride with this guy who had a really fast, nice car, and as we were driving, he said something like, you couldn't handle the power of this car. And it's like, isn't it bizarre how we like to talk down to potential or lover energy, in like, it's like we like to pick on each other. Something about that energy is enticing, and we like to like fight a little bit. And it's like you're gonna wear that, like that kind of energy, instead of like this other guy that I'm talking to. He would never say something like that the way he spoke it. And it's like you kind of, it's like, isn't it bizarre how you overcome narcissistic poking energy, but then you kind of, I don't want to say you miss it, but we have to get to the point where we don't. It's so bizarre, because I like a little, it's like I like a little fight, but respectfully. So it's time to grow up and meet the person that is gonna give you a hard time in a different way, like elevate you a different way, instead of through petty undercuts and